Hello everybody. This is Tulane Molefe and I'm your NLP practitioner and your life coach. I welcome you on my next episode where we will be discussing a very interesting topic on how you can live a quality life, or how you can be your best self or live an authentic life. Be true to yourself, live your truth. How can we live a quality life given all the circumstances, given the busyness of life, given the changing systems, given the challenging systems themselves? Guys, as we can see, our economy is crumbling in South Africa with a load shedding and many more issues. The loss of jobs, especially after COVID, a lot of things changed, and we've had to make changes even in our own lives. It could be financial changes, it could be relationship changes, job changes, so many things. But now, how can one live a quality life amongst all these things that are happening? All right, but before we get into today's topic or subject matter, please like on the button below, comment. Let's engage, guys, on the comment section. I am more than happy to respond to your thoughts, and also you may click the subscribe button so that you are able to get all the videos as and when I upload. All right, so how can one live a quality life? Everyone wants to live a quality life, and one may ask, what is quality life? For me, how does quality life looks like? For example, I associate quality life with liberty. That is me. I associate quality life with living my truth. I associate quality life with being able to believe in my own voice. Quality life for me is really about how I feel versus, not necessarily versus, but how I feel against what people feel or think of me. So quality life really is about living from within as opposed to living from the outside world. So we do know that we have burdens, which are really what makes a lot of people not to live their quality life. When there's so much burden in you, you could be feeling a burden around your finances, you could be feeling burden around your relationship. So whenever there's a feeling of burden, it's a bit difficult for you to begin to live a quality life. But now there's what we call responsibility, which is what I think everyone has. We all have a responsibility for our own lives. We have responsibility for our families, for the changes we want to see in our lives. So responsibility versus burden. This is a time for you to begin to let go of what you feel is a burden. So a burden, first of all, it doesn't serve you. You never grow from it. In most cases, it would come with feelings of guilt. And I'll give you an example. Of late, I'm seeing more and more people complaining about their workplace being toxic. People are leaving. People are quitting, the workforce. And that is because they felt a sense of burden than a responsibility. It was more about serving the next person, while on their side, they mourn the loss. You understand? So that is what burden does. It takes away from you. It comes with the feeling of grief, feelings of exhaustion, and it may even, to some extent, lead you to depression, feelings of frustration, you may even lose yourself in the process, which is just really, that's how burden works, guys. Okay, remember this: you are not tied to anything. But a burden says you are tied to me. You have to, you must. Hence, to live a quality life, to be able to make choices and understand that in life you have choices, you are allowed to change your mind. Never say I have to. Rather say I should. Okay, because once you say I must, it then becomes a burden than just a responsibility. Okay, now coming back to your responsibility, everyone has a responsibility for their own lives. As I've said, for any change that we want to see, any change that you want to see as an individual, that is within your own responsibilities. You have to think responsibly, think differently. There's some work that you may want to do to change your life, to change your circumstance, to change your situation. So responsibility in most cases, it leads you to liberty, it leads you to feelings of freedom, it leads you to feelings of satisfaction, feelings of fulfillment, it leads you to feelings of growth. you do see growth happening the more you take responsibility, right? Because everyone has a responsibility. The more you take responsibility for your actions, the more you take responsibility for your life, as opposed to pushing the blame on the next person, pushing the blame on the world. But you take responsibility for your own life, for everything and anything that is happening in your life today. Then you begin to grow. You begin to tap in a creative state of self, where you now come up with other options that are available. You are then able to create new solutions. You are able to identify opportunities that you may have not seen if you were carrying burden. So burden does not present with any opportunities. It does not present with any growth. It does not present with any options. And when you fail a burden, there's a feeling of guilt, as I've said, as though you need or deserve to be punished because you did not get the task done or did not do the job. That is a burden. Right? But within responsibility, guys, we can be flexible. Remember this: failure is only a man-made, it doesn't exist. Only feedback that exists for your own growth, for your own development. Okay, so what can you do to get to that place? Values are very important, and this is one of the things we mostly tap deeper into during our coaching sessions, because values actually do shape your life. Values do shape your experiences as a person. Values do shape your decisions. They shape where you go, where do you want to spend your money, who do you want to be with, and how do you want to spend your resources. Values are as important as they can even determine your own feelings or emotions, because what you value is something you wouldn't want anyone to mishandle or to violate. I value my space. So I've got my moments where I want to be in my own space. I value my time. I don't like it when someone wastes my time. I value my happiness. And if there's anything that brings about unhappiness, I will not go there. I will not go that direction. So it is of high value, guys, that you write down your values, what you value. Is it happiness that you value? Is it family that you value? What comes first to you? Is it your life that you value? So if there's anything that is not in line with that, you then begin to discard it. You then begin to cut it off, because now clearly those are just your time wasters, and possibly your toxic traits that you may want to let go of. Because most people are stuck in things they don't even value, because we've forgotten what it is that we value really. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Because society has its own standards, right? Society has its own values. So we find ourselves entangled in all these values, in what people believe. Also, guys, it's very important. What are your beliefs about life? What are your beliefs about yourself? Never get entangled in other people's values. Never get entangled in other people's beliefs. Begin to create your own beliefs. Then you will live an authentic and life that is full of quality. You will know where you spend your resources, and you will be less influenced by the world, by the people's standards, as I've said, by the world's culture. You will then begin to have your own culture that will allow you to live a quality life. And mind you, it may not appear, exciting for the next person, but for you, it will bring about fulfillment and growth. So quality life does actually call for clear vision, clear values. Once you have those in order, you will live a quality life and not waste your time, and not waste your resources, and not waste your money. You will not even waste your thinking on things that are not important, on things that are not adding value. So begin to take responsibility. Let go of what feels like a burden. It is not your duty to make the next person happy. It is not your duty to impress people. Your duty is to change your own life. Take responsibility for your own life, for your own happiness. Only you are in charge of how you want to feel. People's perception will remain just that, another person's perception. Begin to live a quality life based on your values, based on what you feel you are actually responsible for. Maybe you will be less stressed. You know, some people are actually stressed and feeling anxious and feeling frustrated and depressed because they've taken on things that are not supposed to be, you know, carried by them, because they are not a responsibility, they rather are burdens. So let go of them. Some of these things don't deserve your time. Some of these things don't deserve your energy. Some arguments, guys, are not worth it, for example. Some people are not worth it, for example. Some things we spend on are not actually worth us spending on them. I mean, then you can begin to imagine how of a quality life you can begin to live. Should you be clear, I value my money, so it can't go on something that is not important. I value my love, so it can't go where it is not deserved, where it will not be nurtured. I value my time, so I won't spend it on things that are not growing me, on things that are not taking me to a place I want to see myself. Thank you very much, guys. This is Thulane Molefe. Please do engage with me. I love you very much. I will see you on my next episode. Bye bye.